right, and we're good. Good, you.
Welcome, 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 one and all, to this special edition of Magician Friday. I believe this is our 5 billionth episode, if I'm correct.
Yes, 5
Or is it,
trillion, 5
or,
infinity.
or, or is it our 19th episode?
It's our 13th, actually. It's numerically,
Oh,
to be
unlucky.
correct.
It's very unlucky, and it's funny because it's a Friday as well.
Oh, yeah, Friday the 13th. Perfect.
Indeed, yes. A day that you, I'm sure, will love, and a day that you look forward to every single year. It's like your birthday.
Well, to be honest, I think I've mentioned this a couple times before, but Friday the 13th, for some reason, is a very lucky day for me. That's when the day where my luck peaks. I don't know why. I guess I'm just that demonic of an entity.
Mhm. Very, very, very true. Welcome everybody. I'm sorry that we weren't here last week. Dan was super busy with gigs. I was super busy with gigs, and I was super busy getting dressed up in the character costume, which I'm going to sadly discuss with you very soon. Stay tuned.
Okay. So, how has the week been thus far? As a UK person, there's been a lot of political news
Yeah,
about the UN and stuff.
there has been a lot of stuff about the EU, not the UN.
Ah,
The
yes, my
UN's the
bad.
United Nations. We're not ending out of that. We need that to protect us. But the EU, there's been a debate, and over 20 million people decided to come and vote for this election, in or out. Personally, I was out, and I will tell you why. I chose out because I feel that the propaganda was so strong from the BBC, the British Broadcasting Corporation, so strong, and they were all, you need to stay in, you need to stay in, you need to stay in, and that's why I would have voted out, just because of that propaganda, just because of them fear-mongering, scaring people, saying, if you stay in the EU, you're going to be fine. If you leave, we're going to be out of jobs, there's going to be a referendum, there's going to be no money left. It's just like, nah, enough with the nonsense, enough with the BS. I want the truth. And the truth was given to us by the other party. And, more people voted in this election than they have since 1950s, I think it was, the last election, where there was another referendum, but no one actually got the referendum. They cancelled it. So the people didn't get to speak out, and they were suppressed once again. And that's one of the many reasons why I voted out. It's not because I'm racist, because I'm not racist at all. I believe that everyone has a right to be here. I just want to be more controlled, like Australia. Look at Australia. Their economy is thriving. Look at all these other countries outside of the EU. Would you be happy being shackled, having to pay $350 million a week for basically nothing in return? I personally would not.
Interesting. I know here in the US we also have our little political disputes with the presidential campaign. Currently, the two sides that are winning as of thus far is Adolf Hitler 2.0 and criminal.
Mr.
So
Trump.
pretty much. So you got to decide who you want, who you don't
Speaking of,
want more, rather than who you want.
I want
Because
neither. I want Bernie Sanders personally, but we all know that sadly is not going to come true and happen. Also,
unfortunately,
Trump is actually inside of the UK right now. He's about 500 miles away from me, so yeah, just thought I'd let you know.
well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes,
Um,
very. There's actually a
Furthermore,
change.org campaign to ban him from this country, but it failed. Not enough
wow.
support. No, I think it was that they said we don't ban anyone from this country. Everyone has the free right to come to Britain.
What's really interesting about what you said earlier about Bernie is a lot of people seem to be in agreement about that. A lot of people seem to realize that out of the three remaining runners or candidates that are running for president, he's the only one that has logic and actually knows what he's talking about. He's
Yeah.
pretty much the optimal person.
And
And you see that all over social media. Everywhere on social media, people are bashing Donald Trump, people are bashing Hillary Clinton. And I don't see anything bad about Bernie anywhere on social media. Yet somehow he's
no,
not winning. Somehow.
he's not winning because he's not getting enough attention. The reason Trump is known, the reason that Hillary are known, because they're fighting all the time. They're always in the media, they're always in the news. Bernie is lagging behind a little bit in that area. And I think it's also due to him being a socialist, and people get worried and afraid about that, thinking that he's going to like turn it to like Hitler state or something.
Hmm. This could definitely turn into a whole political discussion, but I don't want Magician Friday to turn into a political discussion. That's kind of the last thing that I
No,
want to
no,
get
no,
to.
no,
Uh,
no. That's gonna be political Sunday.
Magic politics.
Oh,
Penn
yeah,
Jillette, I
magic
think.
politics with. He does a show called Penn Sunday School. It's very interesting.
But I think he's also
Very,
involved with all the political movements and stuff.
yeah, he
So
has a
props to
church
him.
called the
Penn
Church
Jillette.
of Bacon, and you can go to the Church of Bacon.
Sounds
It's
delicious.
a very bizarre building, and he lives in a prison, a giant
What?
prison. Yes, you have to Google this later, Dan. But Penn Jillette lives inside a giant prison. I'm going to see if I can get an image and maybe display it on my iPad for you.
Well, that is rather unfortunate.
It's a pink prison.
Huh. Well, I guess
I don't know.
prisons can be
I don't know
castles
if you'll be
depending on
able
how
to
you.
see this, but this is the new Church of Bacon house. I don't know if you can see that. He even has
Slightly.
prison toilets. I'm trying to fit my whole hand around it. There we go. All right, so that's where he lives.
I believe you accidentally shut off the camera.
Yeah, it's because I had low battery. Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna stick it down there like that. All right. Yeah, so he lives in a giant prison. So that is definitely something that you did not know before you joined today's Magician Friday.
Yep, learn something new. In fact, if you stay a little longer, we are going to be teaching you something that is essential if you are a magician.
I'm gonna
We're
teach
going to
you
be
how to make money disappear. How to literally make all your money vanish into nothing. This is just what you need to know as the recession's coming up and you need to get ready to get rid of it right now.
Sounds a bit counterproductive, but okay. Essentially, I don't know if the stream got that due to camera thing, but essentially something like that.
And if you can't be bothered waiting, stop right now. Go to harrisonhutton.com/DVD. The DVD is on sale. It's £5. And because the pound is down, it's actually cheaper for you than it's ever going to be. So
I
you're
love
not
those
even
little
paying
references.
£5. You're paying like, I don't know, maybe $6 if that. Maybe even less now. It's probably gone down to like 30p for a pound. So it's probably like, I don't know, $60 or something. No, not 60. Maybe like $1. I don't know. You check it out. harrisonhutton.com/DVD. Check it out now. You're not going to regret it. I teach you an awesome way that you can vanish a coin, which is even more awesome. This is the start. That one's going to blow your mind. Moving
Epic.
on, I believe.
All right. So moving along, shall I discuss the 8 days that I had been away, which is why the Magician Friday stream had not been conducted for some time. Do you really want to hear about that little vacation, or as the people in the UK would call it, the holiday that I've been on?
Yes.
Awesome. So for those of you, let me know if there's anything in particular you want me to talk about or anything you don't want me to go into, but you may or may not be aware, I've been on a few cruises in the past. The first one being Royal Caribbean, the second one being Norwegian Gem. This time, I went on a third, the same exact ship as the second one, the Norwegian Gem. You know, before I left, I kind of knew that the experience wouldn't be the same as the first two times, because the first two times I was between the ages of 13 and 17, meaning you were allowed to enter this club they call Entourage. It's kind of what it seems.
Sounds
what it
cool.
sounds like. It kind of is. There's a lot of people your age, and there's a video game station there. There's like ping pong table station, air hockey. There's stuff you can do with people your age. You can just hang out with, hence the name, probably Entourage. Um, you make friends with everyone there, including the directors in charge of it. So being 19 and going on that cruise, I'm 1 year over the age that I was allowed in there. So I don't think I'm allowed. And I wasn't. So that right there is a giant roadblock because I cannot make friends with and communicate with people who just a few months ago would have been people that I would have made friends with. So I was not
Yeah.
allowed there. I decided to actually just try to sneak my way in one day. One day I decided to just walk in with the purpose that I was gonna say hello to the previous directors, hoping they were still there. And to be truthfully honest, that kind of was one of the things I wanted to do. I wanted to say hello to the previous directors because, like I said, they're very friendly with you. But this time I walk into the room, and as soon as I set foot into the room, somebody runs up to me with a clipboard yelling, "Show me your ID, show me your ID." So not only did security heighten up here for whatever reason, yeah, I was not even allowed to set foot there because apparently I had to show ID and proof that I had registered because the whole registration process. So that was
You have to give your birth date, social security number, all that stuff.
pretty much. So that was not an option. I couldn't do that, which was the majority of why my cruises were fun in the past. Um, oh, and Stefan is now online. He's currently watching,
Hey
saying hello.
Stefan, how
So
you doing, man? How you doing? I saw your comments on the EU referendum. If you've not followed me on Snapchat yet, I do it, man. Harrison H Magic, and we can discuss this further.
so to answer your question, Stefan, without saying it out loud because of the content of the question, it's been working fine. It's been great. Thank you for asking. So hi, Stefan. How have you been? How are we doing?
Yeah, how
If
you
there's
doing,
any
man? Thanks
questions
for
you have
tuning
about
in.
what I'm talking about or anything that we're discussing, feel free to let us know in the comments. We'll address your concerns as best we can. Um, so, as I was saying, a majority of what the fun was for me as cruising is no longer there. So that 90% of my fun is gone. I had to replace it with something. So being a magician, what do? Of course, I walk around the ship and just perform magic to everyone and anyone that I can. Also, you gotta understand, being in this awkward age, being 19, you can't do the things that are meant for people 18 and younger, and you can't do the things for people 21 and older. So you're at this awkward middle point. You just can't do much.
It's like being
However,
in middle school all over again. Like just
something like
stuck
that.
there. No one knows what your identity is. I mean, you can drive, but that's about it. That you can drive. I don't even know if you can drive yet. I think you have to be 21, don't you?
Driving, no. I think you have to be. Okay, you can be 17 to get your permit to drive, but you have to be 18 to actually get your license to drive, which I'm over the age of,
Wow.
so I have to get on that.
I can be 17 and I can get my license over here. I don't have to be 18.
I see. In the comments, someone named Demon Lord says, "Hi, remember me?"
Hey man, how you doing? I have no clue who you are because I've probably never met you, unfortunately. But thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks. We appreciate it.
I'm taking a
Make sure
quick
to
look
go
at.
on.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, carry on, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm just quickly taking a look at the channel. I don't quite remember who this is. He says Initial D, Boku ne Piku. Why? What does Boku no Pico have to do with anything? I don't quite understand your comment, but hello to you anyway. Thank you for joining.
Hey man, make sure you join the Facebook group, Magician Friday Facebook group. Join it now because we post loads of awesome content there.
Definitely, that's how you keep in touch. Also, Stefan asks, Dan, where's the street magic videos? Well, the thing is, they're coming soon, actually. I had no announcements, but they will be returning. They will be coming back because now that I am back from all the responsibilities that had been holding me back previously, including the school semester, the giant exam called the GREs that we have to take here in the US in order to progress to the graduate program, and that I'm back physically within the country, I can get back to more Street Magic. So yes, Stefan, to answer your question, those will be coming back, and I do have one ready to be edited and uploaded, so stay tuned for that. Be sure to let
I'll
your
tell you what
friends...
we're going to do for you, right? We're going to do something. If you follow him on Snapchat, that's Magic Man Dan 6, something like that. Dan Grow 001. He's going to post a sneak preview on it there first before it goes on the main YouTube channel for you.
That's actually a great idea. Harrison and myself have both been getting more into the Snapchat world as of lately. So be sure to follow Harrison. Tell them what your Snapchat is.
Yeah, I'm at Harrison H Magic. I'm going to post it in the comment section for you guys. At Harrison H Magic. I post 10-second videos. I can't do 30 yet. And they're always with content, with value. If not, I'm showing you magic. I'm showing you my performances and testimonials of me performing in the real world. And this stuff I never show on my YouTube channel. Never going to show it anywhere else. I basically document my entire life for you to watch at any time and also give away tons of stuff. And I mean, Dan's telling me off constantly for giving away stuff, but I want to provide value to all my Magician Friday friends and all my Snapchat followers.
Definitely. Also, I would definitely also like to get into the Snapchat world because it seems to be the popular form of social media as of lately. And I feel like I could do so much with it. I can feel like I can do so much magic. So magic potential is there. So you can follow me there as well at DanGrow1001, DANGRO1001.
I'm going to post them both in the comments section for you now.
Awesome. Awesome. Sounds great. Demon Lord says, have Stefan on the stream.
We've had him on
Wait
before,
a minute.
if you don't know, Demon. You've not been watching all our episodes. What the hell are you doing, man? You can't come on our stream telling us when we've already done it. Go on through, watch all those streams. When you find the one that it's on, message me. I'm going to give you a nice prize.
Hold on.
You got the next hour after the stream ends.
I remember this guy now. I remember because the name stood out to me, but now I remember where I had seen this name. He was one of the friends that were watching when we had Stefan on the stream. He was there.
Okay.
He was a commenter there.
Okay.
My apologies. Yeah, he was one of those.
Yeah, your name got also created to Danger.
Danger. Ooh, I like that. Danger Grim.
You should just have Danger
Whoa.
1. Yeah, I like that.
Hold on. I kind of like that. Danger Grim. Oh, of course. How could I forget one of the most important parts? Yeah, one of the most important parts of this cruise ship. The entertainment industry, and why I have been calling myself Daniel Grimm ever since I got back. So, let me tell you about the performers that were there. And of course, being the magician myself, the first thing I do is find the magician on board. Now, the magician, his name is Sander, and he's part of a show that is known as Magica, an Italian performer, and a very, very talented one at that. The performance and choreography that he does on stage is absolutely incredible, and it deserves to be a headliner show in Vegas. Due to his philosophy, he stays as a cruise line performer, which, after hearing him out and why he stays at the level he stays, I understand it completely. I cannot disagree with it because I am not at that level yet. So I cannot say that I can disagree because I don't know. But let me tell you, Harrison and everyone else watching, this is a great performer. If there's ever, by some chance, he's performing on land that isn't on cruise ship.
Go and see him. He's absolutely
Definitely.
amazing. I've watched some of his videos. Absolutely incredible. This guy could be headlining Broadway if he wanted to, but he don't want to get famous, and that's very humble of him.
Let me tell you, he can be in The Illusionists. I've seen The Illusionists. I've met Densbury in person. One of the greatest moments of my life. But he can be in The Illusionists. He's definitely up there. In fact, does he surpass The Illusionists? That's objective. I cannot say.
He could be in The Delusionists. That's our very elite show, which only the best of the best are allowed to be in. Hell, I'd have him open for my show, Delusion. That's how good he is. And I wouldn't let hardly anyone open. I certainly would
Patience,
not have
Lord.
Shin Lim opening my show.
Patience, Lord. What is that?
Oh, Lord's
Patience,
asking
Lord.
for a trick, so I'm telling him to be patient. We're going to get to it. Don't worry about it now.
Yes. We will be doing an effect review very shortly. Stay tuned for that, Demon Lord. I'll get to you in a moment. First, I'm going to plug in my computer so it doesn't die and shut the stream off in the middle of this. That would be detrimental.
While we do that, I've got a contest for you. Guess the card. It's back. After 2 weeks, it's back. Guess the card. The winner is going to get the sneak preview of my brand new book, which is Make Money with Magic. Make Money with Magic. It's a 15 to 20 page ebook that's going to blow your mind. It's right here. Guess it. You get 2 guesses each.
That's something you should be putting in the comments right now. Your guess. Definitely do
Certainly
that.
you should.
Get on top of that.
Also, if you've not already done it, guys, share the stream on Facebook, share the stream on social media, because I want to help you. I want to help as many of you as possible, and to do that, we need to reach as many people as possible. So if you are enjoying the content, please do share the stream, because I want to help you out, and the only way we can do that is if we reach as many people as possible. So please, Stefan, share the stream with your friends, tell them about it, and please, Demon Lord, share the stream with everyone, tell them about it, because if we don't know we exist, you know, we get doubtful, and we want to grow this stream up to a point where we got loads of people, we can have special guests every single week, but in order to do that, we need to have publicity, we need people to know who we are, so please share and please help spread the word.
Yep. So, how do I go back to a story after something like that?
I believe you was talking about the Italian guy.
The entertainment. But yeah, I was mentioning how great of the magician the magic show was. Him and his wife, it's Sandra and Allison. The show's called Magica. Definitely look into it. Definitely look it up. And furthermore, when I was on board that week, that 8 days I was on, I got really lucky because for just those 8 days, that cruise line had a hypnotist. Just those 8 days. It was a one-time contract, 1 week, that week. Her name is Nadine, was an awesome hypnotist. For those that know, Harrison and myself have
She's
been
excellent. She's excellent.
let me tell you, as somebody that
With
does hypnosis as well as Harrison, we both have done hypnosis. We have seen hypnotists. Now, Harrison, I don't know if I can speak for you, but me personally, of all the hypnotists I have seen, I kid you not when I say this. I say this completely full-heartedly. She was the most entertaining stage hypnotist.
Oh yeah,
I've
a
ever
lot of
seen.
them just do boring standard routines. They don't get anyone involved, and you know, it's just a boring show. There's no enthusiasm and energy in it whatsoever.
The induction process was very smooth, great transaction. The suggestions themselves were unique in their own way. They were entertaining to watch. It was good to see. Great success rate also.
Without making all the people on stage look like idiots, I hope.
No, actually, not at all. The thing is, there were 2 different shows. That's the thing. There were 2 shows that she did. 2 hypnosis shows. One was the family-friendly one, which was during the regular show times in the evenings. Then there was the adult show, where you have to be 18 and over to see, which is why being 19 kind of is a perk, because I got to see that show. And that's where, well, it's justifiably 18 and over.
I hope, you know, she doesn't make anyone strip off without their own consent, things like that.
For the protection of the originality of the artist, I'm not going to go too much into what I saw and what she did.
Yeah, we can discuss that later.
But to be as general as possible, one of the things that was recreated was childbirth. Men were recreating the process of giving birth. Uh, and it
It's
was
a
a
very
whole
interesting one.
step-by-step process, which was very entertaining, especially the breastfeeding. That was nice to see. It's nice to see
Okay.
men breastfeeding their newborn children. That everything about it was great. As a as a hypnotist, I learned a lot from watching it. I can't even call myself a hypnotist. I'm a magician primarily that does hypnosis as one of my skill sets. But it was very entertaining. It was very educational. It was worth the time for sure. I feel lucky and honored to have been able to not only be able to watch this show, but to also get to know the hypnotist Nadine, to get to interact with this amazing person, etc. It was awesome, definitely an awesome time, which is probably the highlight of the cruise, just hanging out and getting to know the performers. So let's see what the
Stefan
comments.
asks, have we ever been hypnotized before?
Um, he also guesses Queen of Diamonds for that contest that you're doing, which, by the way, I don't know
No,
if you
it's not.
noticed,
It's not. I'm sorry, man. It's not the Queen of Diamonds. Try again.
the camera's not on you, just so you know. Just so you're aware, the camera's not.
I know. I'm here.
Okay,
Hi.
just making sure you're aware. Because
Yes,
usually
I
the
am.
camera is either going on a roller coaster, making the viewers dizzy, watching your side, or you're just MIA. So let's not try to cause epileptic nausea to our
I will try.
subscribers.
I will try. I've got a headache as it is, so I don't want anyone else to get affected.
Uh, have y'all been hypnotized
That,
before? Well, me, no, I never have.
that's strange because neither have I.
The thing is, yeah, they say you have to be hypnotized before you're capable of doing hypnosis,
No.
but I kind of am an exception to that rule, I guess, because I've done hypnosis, but um, I've never been hypnotized. I mean, it's not that okay, look, the thing is, hypnosis is a very general term. Let me specify it. I was never put into trance by a third party individual and
Without your
taken
consent.
through a series of suggestions. That has never happened. Because
Although I have used self-hypnosis at times that I have recorded myself.
self-hypnosis techniques I've also dabbled with. Um, they have helped me get over certain things, though I cannot say whether or not it was successful. Maybe it was just the time that allowed it to work, or that self-hypnosis worked. I don't know which one, but I've dabbled with self-hypnosis, and it's one of the things that I experimented with. But no, I have never been put under hypnosis and taken through a series of suggestions by another individual. That has not happened. Because as you're probably well aware, if you are knowledgeable in hypnosis, anything,
You're aware of all the
including
techniques.
watching TV, is a form of hypnosis. Um,
Oh yeah,
driving a
because you
car
get
is a
so
form of
lost in the
hypnosis.
story.
Right, reading
Yeah.
a book is hypnosis. You stare at a piece of paper and vividly hallucinate. And come on, that's hypnosis right there. Um, but
Dreaming is hypnosis.
absolutely, absolutely is.
It's one of the deepest forms of hypnosis available.
It is. It is. Um, let me ask you something. Have you ever been on a cruise ship, Harrison? Have you ever been or plan to be on a cruise ship?
I have never been on a cruise ship because they are very expensive in the UK and we are not loaded as a family. So it's something I've never done as of yet. Although it does sound interesting. I have on the hand seen many other magicians perform at theatres and at holiday sites, and there are very few that were absolutely fantastic and amazing and very well polished. A lot of them are kind of crap.
Do you ever see yourself performing on a cruise ship in the
Certainly,
future?
yes, yes, that is
Ever?
one of my goals, dreams, ambitions. But I feel I'm too young at this period of time to actually be even let on the cruise ship, being under 18. and going the contract route. Although it's something that I'm definitely considering for the future. I think we've lost Dan.
No, not really. Just wanted to take a look at something real quick, but I was assuming that the cruise ship talk would fill in the gap in awkward silence.
Very true.
So, let's see. Anything in the comments?
Demon Lord is trying to mock us and come up with new names for my goddamn show. No, we are not Stefan Crush Monday. We are not Cheese Pizza. We would be Motivation Monday, Demon. Alright? Motivation Monday. Magician Friday. Politics Sunday.
You get my thumbs up for the 360 no scope. I'll give you a thumbs up for that, but that's not going to affect the show in any way, shape, or form. Just so you know.
I don't even know you posted that video. Wow.
What?
Is that a video you posted or something? I'm confused.
No, just the. It's a gamer thing. You got to be in the gamer community and culture to understand it to make sense.
Yes, something that I'm not an avid user of, unfortunately, as I do not own an Xbox or a PS4.
I own a PS3. I'm old. I'm an old timer.
Can you do the hotshot cut? No. I came up with my own version of it, but I rarely used it at all.
You came up with your own version of the hotshot cut?
Yeah, my own handling of it, basically, just my own rendition of it.
Is the hotshot cut
real soon? So stay tuned.
All right, is the hotshot cut not the one where it's something like that, and then you go? Well, these cards are too flimsy and floppy because they're really old, but something like that. Essentially, the card is in this position right here, and with your finger, you kind of flick it out. That's it. Is that it? If that's the case, I also came up with.
You're correct. Yeah, that's right. That's the hotshot cut. Any more questions, Mr. Demon?
I guess Demon has a PS4 and an Xbox One. Wow, he must be rich.
You're greedy. Don't
think about it. In order to play the PS4 and Xbox One, you got to have the monthly membership. You got to pay to use your own internet, which is the stupidest concept I've ever seen in my life. But
it's the greatest money-making scheme in the world, though.
Yeah, arguable. Perhaps one of them.
Yes. Okay, I'm back, guys. Permanently, I'm just plugging in so that I don't die anymore. There we go. I'm here.
Great. So is there an effect review that we have in store today, Harrison?
I believe you have one. And as you can expect, the crap of the week will return towards the end of the show.
Yes, I do have an effect review. Let's see if I can find what I need to perform it. That would be great. In the meantime, let's see. Stefan asks, how long do your cards last on average? You can probably begin answering that.
If I'm doing gigs, if I'm doing gigs, Stefan, they normally last me about 2 weeks. Or about 3 gigs, and then they're useless. In terms of actual cards, when I'm not using them, they last forever because I'm not using them. But a pack of cards that I can have typically has a shelf life of a week to a month. That's why I buy 12 packs a year.
For me, a deck of cards is probably Hmm. How long does it last me? I don't know. I know I get a few packs at a time, and when I see it getting kind of old and stuff, I would get a new one. That's how it would go for me. But I definitely have a card. Well, not an effect review, and it's an effect I've really wanted for a very long time, and I finally got it. And it immediately went into my repertoire. Now, hold on. I didn't even review it yet. So before I review it, let's go into a performance of it. So Harrison, we got a pack of cards right here, which of course will be shuffled up and mixed up just like so.
Yeah.
There we go. And of course, for the sake of pulling the card out, go ahead and pull one out.
Okay, I'll take that one.
This one right here. Awesome. Now ensure that you know what it is, and I have no idea what its identity is. That's important.
Yeah, the Ace of Spades.
All right, got the card? We'll
Yep,
throw the
Ace of
card in
Spades.
right back into the pack, just like so. Harrison, you're thinking of a
I've not
card.
told you what it was.
No, of course. But Harrison, are you thinking of a card, correct?
I am.
And there's no way I could know what this card is. But I'd like you to do something, Harrison. Look at me. Put out your pointer finger just like this. Put it in front of you, like so. I want you to imagine vividly in your head the image of that card. See that card in your head. The vivid image. It's there. Take this energy, this thought, this card.
For some reason.
Yes. Push that energy into your pointer finger. Make your pointer finger have that thought.
This
Focus
didn't work
it.
out, and you can see my long
Focus
nail.
it on your finger. Keep it. Keep focus. Keep the concentration, Harrison. Simply allow your other fingers to open. Just allow them to open, just like so. Keep your fingers together, and I'm going to ask you to keep focusing on that thought. Keep your thought in your fingers, and just put that image from your hand into my head. Just put it in there. Go ahead.
I did it.
Okay, you can do a little bit of that. Come on, put it in there.
Yeah.
In my head. Come on. Put it in there.
It's in. It's in.
Oh, come on. That's it?
I don't want to destroy the stream again, because last time I hit it hard, it like exited.
All right. Okay. Let's see. Just gonna just like that in my head. I don't want it in there. I gotta get it out. Watch. Just watch.
Ooh.
Can you see it?
Yes. Do I need to look on it?
Look. I'm gonna open it. Would that be your selection?
That is my card. And you know what's really strange? I didn't talk to you about this, guys, but I saw this done live right in front of me at the Blackpool convention. Creator showed me the trick. I didn't end up purchasing it because, one, I had to be 18, and even though they said, oh, we'll let you have it if you're under 18, which they shouldn't have done for starters, but it was £20. I didn't want to spend it at the time, and Dan purchased it. I told Dan about it. He got it. He decided he has to get this. He wants to add this to his repertoire. There's a very unfortunate story that goes with that. A magician was performing this on stage, and he got a paper cut inside of his nose, and he was bleeding everywhere to the point where he had to get the doctor. And so what you just attempted was very brave concerning the way it's gone wrong for other performers who have made headlines because of it.
And that's why I love it. Geek magic. That's my thing. Wayne Houchen's thread, through and through by Dan Haas. Dan Sperry's Lifesaver Effect. Anything by Sean Fields. This is my genre of magic. This is what I do. And when I saw this, oh, by the way, let's start at the beginning. The creator of this effect is Phil Knoxville. He released a DVD called Sin, S-C-I-N, which stands for signed card in nose. As soon as I
Yes.
saw it, I knew I had to get it. And I did, and I'm glad I did. Now, this is not a DVD that teaches you how to do an effect. It's not. It's a DVD for reference purposes, which simply tells you how this man did it. It's like the Swami mantra. You're not supposed to perform what you read in the Swami mantra. Likewise, you're not meant to perform what he shows you. He's just telling you how he does it. And when watching it, it allows you to gain ideas, to come up with your own original routine and put it together, which I have done actually. I've done reveals using the method with my own little methods combined and simply revealed thoughts from my head, which is, I just think it's an awesome effect. The fact that a thought is put into your head and you pull it out from your nose cleanly. Your spectator can do it for you. I'd recommend having tweezers with you if you choose to go that route. But very clean.
That's what he did with me, and he did attack. I don't know why I didn't see it coming, because he did the same thing with me, like hit me on the head, and I did it, and I didn't see it coming at all. What I actually thought you would have engraved on your head the card here under that big fringe, or you pulled it out of your ear, which is hiding behind that massive again hair area right here. But yeah, when I saw it done live, it was so like disturbing for me, pulling the card out, and I was like terrified because I didn't want to hurt him. He pulls it out, and it's like it's the card, and it had my signature on it, and that was the most terrifying part about it. So it's a great effect.
Oh yes, this card can in fact be signed, and it can be pulled out of your nose, signed.
What I want you to do, Dan, after this stream ends, I want you to do in the streets a dedicated video. This trick needs to go on your channel. You need to do
Absolutely,
that.
absolutely. And
Scrap
if
the
you've
street magic
noticed,
videos, get this done first, and get it posted.
of course, I don't know if you've noticed, but the two videos that are constantly repeating on my channel is Thread and Through, because those are my two favorite effects due to what they are, the geek magic that they are. This is going to be another one. This is definitely, easily one of my top 3 favorite effects in my repertoire, and will be
I
for quite a
recommend we
while.
got to do a disclaimer here, guys, because this is a very, very dangerous effect. Do not try this at home. Do not buy it if you're under 18, even if the magician's trying to sell it to you. Do not in any way, we do not support or endorse this product and the hurt or damage that may cause to your nose, your brain, your nasal cavity, or your performance repertoire and your reputation from performing this piece. We are not responsible for any injury or damage done to you due to this advice. This is mainly our opinions, and you should do research before purchasing this product in particular, because it's going to fuck with your brain, man. You don't want to do that. You don't want it to hurt you that much, like that poor magician who I saw happen to.
I see a comment from Stefan. I don't quite understand. He goes, "My name is Magic Man Dan, and this is Jackass."
That's our new trick name. He's giving us ideas. That's what our next trick's going to be. Jackass, the trick. The smartass, let's do Jackass. I'm writing that name down. Thank you, Stefan. If we use it, I'm going to give you it for free.
Sounds good. Awesome.
I think it'd be a good heckler sort of thing. Welcome to Jackass. Very interesting.
So, based on reviewing my review of this product, this Sin by Phil Knoxville, it's definitely very educational, which is what it is meant to be. This is meant to be purely educational, which it is. I remember
it's a similar DVD teaching structure as Through and Through might be.
something like that, yeah.
I think.
I remember reading the reviews on Penguin, and somebody wrote that there was a lack of explanation. That was absolutely not true. There was a very in-depth explanation. I don't know what the person who said it on Penguin was injecting into himself,
He
but there was
probably
definitely
expected an hour DVD.
it is. I think it's. I didn't remember the timing, but it's very lengthy. It goes over everything you need to know to perform it. It goes over many variations and versions that
Does it
he
go to the
has
safety risks
performed
and
over the years.
hazards?
Oh, absolutely. It is stated that this
the
is not
dangers
meant
of
to
it?
be performed. This is simply for reference purposes. It's just looking into the world of.
Educational purposes only, just like the hacker videos.
It's like, look, there are people out there who are piercers. It's a roadshow sideshow thing where they like start piercing their skin and they start doing stuff. It's real. I mean, they can show you how they do it. They can show you what their techniques are, but that doesn't mean you got to go pierce yourself now and start sticking spikes through your skin. It's
Mm.
reference purposes, and so was this. Overall, great product. I love it. You could probably tell, but I'm kind of biased towards it. But 10 out of 10 for me, I believe, because of just it's everything that you expect it to
No,
be
no
and
misleading
more.
trailer, nothing like
No
that.
misleading trailers. It is what I expected it to be. It is what it is advertised as, and I'm happy with it. And it's more, even more. So 10 out of
I
10 for
will
me.
repeat, I will repeat, Mr. Demon. This is not for anyone under the age of 40. Not for anyone under the age of 40. Dan is a professional old person, and this should only be attempted by people over the age of 40 or 18. 18 to 40 is the range that you should perform this. Because if you do it anywhere after that, if you're 17, you're doing this trick, you're going to damage yourself, man. Don't do that, man. But yes, this is not for ages 4 and above. The effect that I'm about to review later is for ages 4 and above, so look forward to that. It is also known as the crap of the week.
But before we get to that segment, and we're still on the topic of good products, recently a product just got even better on the market. How to Become a Magician Volume 1 just got better,
Yes, the
right?
Become a Magician DVD has just been released. I've actually spent my own time, and Dan's like, I'm not joking, right? He tells me like, oh, you don't want to improve it. No, save it for the next volume. Why can't you just save it for the next volume, Harrison? Nah, I over deliver. I weren't happy with that copy. It looked absolutely horrendous. So I took my own personal time over 50 hours of my own personal time re-editing it, restructuring it, refilming some of the explanations, and adding some absolutely amazing content to it, as well as updating the members and online portal to ensure that you are getting the best value for your money. And very soon we're probably going to come out with a new trailer as well. harrisonhorton.com/DVD, guys. It's £5. It's never going to be this cheap. The EU thing has made the pound even cheaper, meaning that you're getting this at a steal right now. The EU, the pound is going to go up in value again, and it means you're going to be paying double, if not triple, the price it is right now. So for the next 24 hours, or even less, it's going to be, less than $5 for you. So you need to go to harrisonhorton.com/DVD. You owe it to yourself to purchase this. If you want to improve your magic, you want to take it to the next level, or you even just want to get started in magic, you need to get this. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do just for you, Magician Friday people right now. If you purchase this today, I am going to throw in my personal 2-hour magic consultation for you, where we're going to discuss your business, what's going on with your magic, and we're going to do a personal teaching lesson just for you. That's an over £500 value in itself, and we don't often offer that lightly.
In other
Props, yes,
words,
you can buy them from Fisher Price, man. You can get them there. You can use everyday objects. You don't need anything special, no fancy shuffles, no nothing. It's simple, easy to do magic that you could be learning today.
in layman terms, be sure to get it because it's a no-brainer. It's really, really good, is what we're trying to say. As you can see from our reviews every week, we have standards, and we met those standards. I made sure of it. I was one of the people that participated in the project, overlooked it, and made it come to reality. It's definitely something that will improve everyone's repertoire. There's something
Correct.
for everyone, including little subtleties for those that people who already have seen the effects or perform them. We teach you on how to improve on it. We make sure you get them down perfectly.
And come on, it's worth it just for the 2-hour consultation. We charge £500 for that consultation. We did one just last week, and we charged $500. He did it, he learnt it, he enjoyed it, and we spent 2 hours. We explained magic, we explained all the content of my up-and-coming program of the Magician Installation System. We explained the entire system to him. That's an over 10-hour course, and I'm going to teach you some of that stuff as well. There's so much that I can't teach you over video. I can't teach you in this format because it's so secret and it's so sort of not safe, but like influence techniques and things I can't tell you over video like this because I don't want to get it in the hands of the wrong people. That's why I screen everyone before they even get to do the consultation normally. But just if you purchase this today, you're gonna get that 2-hour consultation with us as well as the full hour DVD. That's over 3 hours of content, and I'm even gonna give you the recording of the consultation. So you're getting 3 hours of content right there, guys. It's well worth the price. If you don't get it, you're never going to get better as a magician. You're never going to improve yourself. So if you want to take your magic to the next level, I'm talking to you right now. You guys watching this stream, do it. And if you've not shared the stream already, come on, man, help us out. Stefan, have you shared the stream? I want you to answer in the comment. Demon Magic, have you shared the stream? Let me know, guys, because I want to take your magic to the next level. And the only way I can do that is if we get the largest possible range of people watching as we can. HarrisonHudson.com/DVD.
We'll give him a moment to share the stream. But, you know, recently we've done this segment a couple times, not too many times, and it's not every episode of the stream that we do this, but we tend to teach things every now and then on the stream, and I like that. And I believe we want to really convince you on why this is such a great DVD to get and how it's a no-brainer to go ahead and get it. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you something very similar to the format that we show on that DVD, and we're going to show it to you now. Just give you a taste as to how we do things, as to how
we want to give you a personal teacher. We want to give you an example of the high levels and the high expectations that you're going to get from this DVD. So we're going to give you a sneak preview now. Let's do some magic.
Awesome. So of course we like to. Well, not on the stream. So again, we like to perform things that are simple, stuff that you can do anywhere, any place, at any time. That includes going ahead and taking a coin, getting the coin to completely vanish, and perhaps reappear in someone else's ear, reappear in some other location, or perhaps even just appear in front of their
What about in the
face.
nose?
That is a whole other topic. Well, what we probably could do is if you really follow that
That is
coin,
nasty.
you get it to vanish once again, just like that, completely. Wait. Can I?
Yes, his whole school should know the channel, and the only way, Demon, is that we can make sure that everybody knows about Dan. Without your help, we can't do that. So share the stream, follow me on Snapchat, Harrison H Magic Man, and it's going to be well worth your time, I promise you.
So, what you just saw me do were two different techniques, both leading to the same thing. Essentially, a coin is taken, yet somehow transitions into another location. Now how this is done, this is actually called the French drop. Now most people, when they teach you the French drop, they teach you a little variation, but it's not the one that I do. I'm going to show you why I perform this particular variation of it. Most French drops look like this. You hold the coin like so, and you grab the coin through the side like so. So what's happening in this variation, which is taught everywhere, is you're holding a coin with a gap right there onto the coin. Your whole entire hand becomes like a claw, kind of like a claw machine. And when you got the coin held by the edges, by your fingertips, both on this side and that side, you have this whole gap for the coin to drop into. And when it does so, you really can't tell the coin has ever dropped there because you have fingers, like a claw machine, up, providing cover and shield for this drop, move, which is why it's called the French drop. But here's the thing, who holds a coin like this? Who holds a coin to the side? And who grabs?
I hold coins like that all the time before I go and pay. Every single time I go and pay, I'm honest with you, I actually do that, yeah.
You hold a coin
I actually use
like this.
Yeah, yep, that's how I always hold a coin. no
Ah,
matter what I'm paying
interesting.
for.
Well, there you go.
I'm joking,
You learned I guess a useful variation if that is the way you hold coins. Either way, it doesn't matter which one you choose, but I'm going to show you both variations. Now, this is the first one. This is the original one. The original French drop, holding a coin like so, and coming with the other hand from the side, so that once you mimic this grabbing motion, again, it's as if you're grabbing that coin. You see that? Really practice it for real. I want you to understand what the motion feels like. Because what the secret move is, instead of grabbing the coin like you pretend to be doing, you're simply allowing your hand to cover the coin once you drop it, like so. And if done correctly and smoothly, the hand comes in front. From the back, it simply drops, and you pretend and mime to grab it away. And it seems as though you're holding the coin in this hand, though it is really retained in the other the entire time. From this point on, it's simply the
Very
act
simple.
of making it seem as though it's vanishing. So again, really practice this. Get into the motion of making it feel natural. Really go over actually grabbing the coin. Make sure you know what it feels like. And of course, remember that once you supposedly grab the coin and do the French drop move, you want to make sure this hand stays in the same position. I can't stress this enough. Most people try this right now, and if you have a coin right now and you're actually trying it right now, and I encourage you to do so, notice your hand. Make sure that your hand stays in the same position after you do the move. Because a lot of people, they tend to contort their hand. They tend to flatten their hand or move their hand or make a fist with their hand once the move is done, as if they feel guilty, as though people can tell there's something going on here. They don't. Trust me, they do not. Remember to keep your hand still. Do not change anything about the position of your hand. Pretend to grab it, do the drop, keep your hand still, allow it to just simply drop down, because all attention is on the hand that they think the coin is in. So at that point, you can simply vanish it and produce it from wherever. Now that's the original French drop. It's the original variation, but I'm going to show you my version of the French drop, which is the one I actually perform in real life, which looks a little something like that. That comes to show you how good I am at balancing on my thumb. And just to show you, because I dropped the coin trying to balance it on the thumb, you know how easy it is to just allow it to balance and rest on the palm of the hand. So what am I doing that's different? Before I even continue, let's take a look real quick at the comments. Thank you, Stefan, for sharing. That's awesome. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I really appreciate it, man. Demon, I want to know, when are you going to share the stream and stop heckling us? Because you are being a jackass, man. You're going to stop it. You're being a little bitch.
He claims our whole school knows about the channel, which I think means he shared it with the whole school. If that's the case,
No, he
thank you.
says they need to know about the channel. But the only way that we can actually let them know
Stefan says
is
enough of
by
things
actually
coming out of my
sharing the
eyes.
stream. Yeah,
I'm sorry,
we
Stefan.
can,
That's
we'll
my.
stop that. I'll tell you what. When you buy the DVD, we won't do it anymore in this stream. In this particular stream, if you buy the DVD right now, you won't see any more gory stuff. That's my promise to you. It's only £5. It's less than a cup of coffee, man. Why are you procrastinating? If you can't invest £5 to change your life, well, when are you going to invest in yourself? You know, I invested £1,000 in myself last week. When are you going to commit to taking action and improving your magic ability? Because we've got the advice. It's going to take you years to learn all the stuff that we've discussed and all the secrets and things that I've picked up over the years. If you want to wait, make all the same mistakes that we made, you're welcome to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was an actual fail. I agree with Demon Lloyd there.
The magician Sander
very
did this all the time. I learned it from him. But yes, the difference between the regular French drop and mine. First of all, I hold the coin like so. Essentially, this is as if you're doing a okay sign, like everything's okay, or I think it says a different meaning in the UK, I believe.
Darren Brown used it as like a game.
Gotcha. Perfect. Yeah, something like that. Except
and we just started that game again.
Anyways, this position is actually kind of rotated so that the palm is facing you and the pointer and thumb are upwards, which allows you to hold the coin right there. These three fingers are just there. And before I even continue, look at how open this looks. Look at how clean this looks. It looks like there's nothing to hide. Like there's nothing.
There's nothing hiding.
little-
There's nothing like this motion. You know, you're not stuck to a position like this. Let me put it there, like that. Where you gotta, like, you know, you're limited by what you can show and how you can show it. There's no limitations at all.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. So our stream is on a bit of a delay. I'm noticing on the screen that.
Is there a delay right now, Dan? Because I can't see it.
Anyways, those of you following along and are holding the coin in this position like so, essentially what you're doing is a very similar action. Like before, we were loosening the grip between the pointer, well, actually the thumb and the rest of the hand. You're actually loosening the grip between the pointer and the thumb ever so slightly, so the coin simply drops. Now look at that. It looks like my hand is legitimately flat, as if it's right there. Like there's nothing to hide. Again, still, it looks so open. Well, it's really just resting right there in the palm of my hand. Try it. You won't believe it. You don't believe this is going to work, but if you look at it in front of a mirror, you'll see how deceptive this is. Your hand, when you hold a coin in this position, is sort of slanted ever so diagonally, just like so, that when the coin drops in, it looks like your hand is completely flat, and it really looks just so clean, but the coin's right there. It's right there in the palm of your hand.
It's very
and no one
similar
sees
to
it.
the Mellini subtlety. I believe it's Mellini's subtlety.
I think Ramsey subtlety.
Ramsey,
It looks,
yeah. I don't
it looks
know
like the
why
Ramsey
Mellini-
subtlety, which I
it's
think.
like that.
What was the Ramsey subtlety again? That was like this,
It's
right?
it's here. So the coin's in finger palm like that, and you just have it like that. So you just open your hands a little bit like that. So you show that there's no coin in your hand like this sort of thing. Yeah. You got it.
Yeah, so it's
So
something like
the
that.
spider position.
Stefan says, "Can you do street magic
Spider-Man.
with coin magic?" I could definitely look into
It's
that.
coming
I'll
up in the
definitely
future.
try to do that. In the future, yeah. I look forward to it. No plans as of yet, but no reason not to. I will. So again, remember the previous motion when you had to come from the side and provide cover with the entire hand as if you're grabbing the coin, and that's when the drop happens? This is a little different. It's a little altered because you're grabbing the coin from the top rather than from the side that you were previously. You're coming from the top to grab the coin, and this is your cover. Like before, these four fingers are essentially the cover to pretend to grab the coin, and again, mimic this motion, mime the motion of actually grabbing the coin as if you were to actually do it, because the move is grabbing it but allowing it to drop behind the cover of your hand and simply making it vanish.
This is an interesting question. Can we do the Misa vanish?
The what vanish?
The Misa? Mother?
Can you do the Messiah vanish?
I've never heard that.
I'm unfamiliar with that vanish, Stefan. I honestly don't know what that is.
You're not asking for the Maraud vanish by any chance, are you? Because that is an absolute waste of time. We'll wait for him to respond.
Okay.
So what tips can you give for angles when doing the French drop?
So the angle for this one, because it's so clean, make sure that it's done in front of the spectator, essentially at eye level or chest level. You don't want it done down by the hips because, of course, it's in an open palm, so everyone's going to see it. The reason this is so deceptive is when you do the move, essentially, it's that tilt, that slight tilt that makes it seem as though your hand is completely empty after you grab the coin. So you know all attention is on this hand that supposedly has the coin, which allows this hand to drop down, put the coin in finger palm or whatever palm you're comfortable with, and then go into the vanish from there.
Okay, so Stefan's asking me if I can do the watch vanish like this. Like that. Yes, I can. That is credited to Joshua J. He's an absolutely awesome magician. He created that. If you buy the Unreal DVD set, he teaches you it on that, and he also teaches it in a trick called Triad Coins, which is an excellent thing which I reviewed earlier on in the show, in the earlier episodes. So go and check that out.
So we're going to need you to look forward to something next week. We want you to come back next week, tune in, and learn something else. So next week, what I'm going to show you is how to cleanly and visibly show the coin, displaying the coin in the open hand, and seeing that this hand is completely empty, have the coin completely vanish from both hands.
Demon Lord. But before you learn that, you got to share the stream for me, man. You got to share the stream. You got to give us some love. You got to help us out, because I know you want us to be successful. We want you to be successful. But to do that, we need the largest audience possible. And what I'm going to do for you right now is I'm going to give you a private video from a new course I've been working on for years called the Magician Installation System. It's the beginner's guide from Magic all the way to how I make thousands from gigs. So all you need to do to get that is go to store.harrisonhorton.com. If you sign up for that email address today, I'm going to put you on a special list, and you're going to get a secret link where you can access my over 7-minute video on the rules of magic and why they're important to know, and some of the aspects of it that you might not yet quite understand. I will leave that link below. It's free. All you have to do is write your email in. I'm not going to spam you, I promise.
And I'm still unfamiliar with what the Messiah Vanish is. I really don't know what it is.
The Messiah Vanish, I will show you a demonstration of it. So, it's this vanish here. So if I take the coin like this, just watch it. I'm going to make it vanish. You ready? Watch 1, 2, 3. Actually, that was really bad. Let me just do it one more time for me.
You may want to adjust the camera so we can see the whole upper body.
It's difficult to do because I can't bounce it. I'm going to try and bounce it for you guys. Just give me a moment. I'm going to try and get this at an angle that you can see without this falling down. Okay, you can't see me just right. There we go. Okay, you see me?
Yes.
Watch the coin. Watch on the count of 3. It's going to vanish. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That was pretty bad, actually. I'm going to be honest with you. I've not done it for a while, Stefan, so that's why it's not great. But Joshua J has some excellent work on this vanish, as he is the creator of it. But you just take the coin. You go 1, 2, 3, just like that. That is the Messiah Vanish. You can pick that up at Joshua J's DVD set Unreal, or in a review that I did earlier on called Triad Coins. It's an excellent free coin vanish and appearance routine. It's earlier on. Just watch through the Magician Friday episodes and you will find it. It's like one of the first. I think it's the first one that we did, I think. So yeah, that's. I'm going to do it one more time for you, just in case you didn't see it. So you take the coin, show it here, watch the coin. It's going to vanish on the count of 3. Are you ready? Watch 1, 2, 3. The main issue you're going to have is actually finding a watch that you can vanish the coin under. As this watch is on quite tight right now, it makes it kind of difficult. And the fact that I'm using a very, very tiny coin right here doesn't make it any easier for me. Watch 1, 2, 3, like that. Very clean vanish of coin. So yeah, that's the coin vanish. Hope you liked it. I'm gonna try and come closer to the camera so that you can see me a little bit better. There we go. Okay.
Demon Lord goes, can we make Stefan's hairline appear?
No.
It's.
I could. But probably not. Probably not. Probably not.
I know people who could.
I'm gonna ask you a question. Please, 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 man, answer me this time. Have you shared the stream? Have you shared it on Facebook, on Twitter, on social media? Let me know. Don't ignore me. Don't post French fries. And don't you dare post fail, or I will make you disappear.
Bum, bum, bum.
Any other questions at all? Let me know, guys. Remember, products.harrisonhorton.com, and you can get your free video on the rules of magic, never before released or shared,
So Demon
direct
Lord
from
apparently
my
has shared
£500 program.
the stream on Facebook.
Awesome, man.
So
Thank you very much for
that's
sharing this
cool.
stream.
Thank you. Thank you very
I
much.
really appreciate it, man. Make sure you get on that email. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send you an extra video, a special one, which is going to improve your magic ability. And it's kind of related to what we discussed in this video. So I'm going to only give you that if you showed me that you've shared the stream and you sign up to that email address at products.harrisonhorton.com. That's only for the videos watching right now. If you're watching this in the future, this doesn't apply. Watch the manual ones and I'm going to be giving away awesome content for you.
Okay then.
Okay.
I think that
I
concludes
have
my
been Harrison.
tutorial for now. We've
got
So
one more thing left.
I guess
The
that's
one
the
thing of
segment
the
you're.
show.
Hmm?
My piece de resistance. The crap of the week. So I was browsing through Facebook when an advert popped up for a shit effect which everyone is raving about, which I feel is a rip-off of money. It's called Magma. It's basically a thumb tip on steroids. So basically all it does is a device that goes in your hand and it makes it red. You can use a torch, you can use an LED, you could use a circuit board, but no, you have to pay for this very expensive £40 product that just makes your hand light up. Magma, magma, magma. What can I say about magma? I can tell you that it's not worth the money because it's just a light. The only thing that you might get used with the DVD, you know, you can always either rip the DVD, burn it, and put your own stuff on it, or you know, use it as a coaster. What else could you use it for? You could use the paper as toilet paper, you know, as we often recommend. You could use the batteries in a watch if it's broken, I guess. No, I don't think. If it takes double A's, you can replace them on your TV remote if you watch TV, which most mediocre people do. I'm sorry, it's the truth. But yeah, that's basically what you can do with Magma. Ease of implementation, 10, because it's just a light. You just go like that and you get a light up hand. But I could use my iPhone to do that. I could just like literally put my iPhone in, have a red thing on screen, and be like, look, my hands, they're all hot. If you want to invest in something, save that £40 and invest in one of our products. No, I'm kidding. What you want to do, you want to invest in something like a smoke device, something that's going to enhance your magic rather than just make your hands light up. You know, invest in something where you can actually make ice, where you can actually make something happen. Just putting your hand red, I feel that I'm going to do it and it's not going to get the reactions that you think. People are just going to think, oh, he's got a light, he's got a torch in his hand, he's got an LED bar in his hand. People can buy these things wherever the hell they want, and I don't think it's going to get you the reactions that you actually intend. So if you want to do it, make your own, or go and buy one from the fucking dollar store. I don't care. Get one somewhere else. Don't support this guy. He's just releasing something for the sake of releasing and making money from people who don't know about the product. Overall, the trailer is very misleading in my opinion, because it doesn't explain about the utility, it doesn't explain about the batteries. I don't know if it's rechargeable. If it is, I guess that makes it a step up because I can take that battery and put it in my iPhone. Maybe. Oh, no, I can't because it's locked. But overall, it's not a good trick. I wouldn't recommend it. I'd recommend you purchase your own and just figure it out as you go because you don't need the DVD. What's the DVD going to teach you? How to hold the thing? Yeah. You can find it elsewhere. Just use a thumb tip. It's so much easier. A delight. Anyway, that is today's crap of the week. Don't buy this shit. Don't buy any of the crap of the weeks. Buy something awesome instead. See you next week. I'm going to be showing you some more absolute crap that I've come across in the magic world.
Awesome. That's definitely enlightening for me because I didn't know what to think about magma. But now that you said it, I really realize how unnecessary it is. That is.
This is what I mean. I mean, yeah, you could get good reactions from it, but why can't I just make it myself? Why can't I go to an electrician, get it made, buy one online? Just get one of those LED panels, you know, those LED things. You just put it in your hand, you just squeeze, and it turns red. You don't need to show your hands empty because you're running when you're chased. They're not expecting anything to be in your hands. And if you want to do that, just use some makeup and paint the back of it to match the color of your hand. Quite simple.
Definitely true. Definitely
Yes.
agree.
So that
And
was the crap of the week. Next week, we might be reviewing some dating advice, which is actually pretty decent compared to fire killers. Fire destroyers, I think it might be.
fire starters.
Don't know. Fire destroyers.
Ah, okay.
Fire
Um,
causers. Well, you don't want fire. I don't want fire. Do you want fire? No, I don't want fire. Fire's gonna burn my house down. I don't need fire. Unless I got wood, and I ain't got any wood to put on my fire. So it's just gonna burn. It's just gonna go out, and there's gonna be no flame because you don't know how to escalate, and you don't learn that from Jay Sankey's product. So don't get it. Although the Kinky Jokers routine is amusing.
I never liked his humor. But in the meantime, Stefan asks, do you have any funny crowd control stories and any funny reactions other than through and through? This question looks so familiar, Stefan. I don't know if you asked that in the previous episode, but I think it was either you or somebody else that asked that exact question, and my response was a video. I was on a basketball court. I think it's called Messing with 20 People at Once. If you just look up 20 people at
Mind
once on my YouTube
effing
channel,
20
yes,
people at once, I think it was.
yes, that one, yes. That is by far the most amusing reaction that I have ever had yet from 20 people at once.
I've had people, as I said, stalkers knock on my door every single goddamn day, without fail, not leaving me alone, threatening to smash my windows, destroy my car. I've had kids kick me and punch me due to me not performing magic. But crowd control management, I recommend you watch my heckler video inside of the Magician Installation System. You're probably going to have to purchase that separately, but it's going to be well worth it and answer any questions because it's like a 20-minute video. I go so in depth and I go so crazy on you. It's the stuff I don't show anywhere else because these are my personal secrets. And I don't just want to give them away so people aren't going to take action on what they're seeing. And that's my main point when I say that. But make sure you go and watch our earlier videos because we do answer this question quite in depth and talk about hecklers. They are difficult and managing situations is something that you work on the more you perform. So I want you, Stefan, right now, I want you to perform to the next 10 people that you see tomorrow. 10 people at least, and you're going to get better at performing. If you do that every day, you Kaizen it, that's small steps of progress over a long period of time. You're going to improve your audience management skills, and you're going to have many funny stories for yourself.
Stefan asks,
Any more questions?
Yeah, just now, Stefan actually posted, do people think you're a demon? I think that question is aimed towards me. I mean,
no.
I would like them to think so. That's kind of my character, though I don't know. Let me tell you, in high school, there were a group of people at a particular table. They were all close friends, and at one point, they genuinely believed that I were Satan spawn. They genuinely believed that I was demonic and that I had powers of hell, and they were afraid of me.
There are some Easter eggs on the channel if you know where to look.
Oh no,
that's through and through videos.
Actually,
Same
yes.
sort of thing though. I mean, that person was terrified of you.
No, that was actually another person. That's a whole other story. I'm talking about a group of people, a group at a table. But yeah, now that you mention it, yeah, there was actually this other person that kind of I make nods to in some of my videos. One in particular, more than any other. This person not only had a phobia of magicians, which in itself is not great for communication.
Flexing.
Yeah, but all the demonic signs also didn't help. So I have had situations where people did genuinely believe that I were demonic, Stefan. That has happened.
Yes.
before.
A
How
quick
about you,
story.
Harrison? I'm curious. As a magician, you probably sometimes get
Yeah,
religious
yeah, I
banter as
get
well.
religious people. Actually, I go religious people tricks. It's really funny. Like these Jehovah's Witnesses bang on my door. Religion, religion, religion. I do them a card trick, and then I tell them about the iPad that you've got right now is the son of Satan, because the apple on the actual iPad represents the forbidden fruit of Adam and Eve. So you're practically having the original sin, and you're committing it every single day, and that just blows their brain because they don't realize that like the apple symbol actually represents the forbidden fruit from Adam and Eve all that time ago. In fact, the original logo actually had the tree inside of it, but they sort of simplistic it, and it's one of those little hidden things not many people know about, and that always freaks them out. Recently, I did some magic. I just basically I call it a prom crash. Some people were having a prom. I saw them. I walked past them, and I thought, nah, I don't want to bother. And then something sparked in my head because I've got my own self built up at this point where I won't say no. If I say no, I have to do it. And the only way you can learn that is by training every single day. And I went, no, I'm going to go up to them. And I said, so what? I'm just curious, what event is going on here? Is it like a wedding? Is it a funeral? You know, things like that. And they answered and they said it's a prom. So I said, it's time for some prom magic. Got the cards out, performed. Everyone was laughing. They were all freaking out, screaming, gave them a business card, and went on my way. Then after that, I did some more magic for people and just started screaming random things to the actual people who were voting, which was very fun for me. Why aren't you voting today? I can't be bothered. You're wasting your vote. Women fought for this right for you for years, and you're just wasting it. Make your vote count. So yeah, that's what's happened. As for the heckler problem, it does happen in some instances. You're going to find it a lot of the time when you perform for younger generations. There's going to be the alpha douche, as I like to call them. You just got to find that alpha douche and just show them at your highest status that you're better than them, and they're going to stop. Or you get all their friends to gang up on them and make them see how much of a douche they're being. So all your friends, you tell them, that guy ain't being stupid. Tell him to be quiet. Or get him to like your Facebook page. Either way, haters, you should take advantage because a hater is going to promote you more than anyone else. They're going to tell all their friends about how much they hate you, and then they're going to research you, and then they're going to love you. So use your haters to your advantage. Make everyone you meet part of your social circle. Set up a Facebook page, start growing it, add friends, get numbers, do whatever the hell you want, but grow your fan base because that's the only way you're going to get gigs. I went on a bit of a tangent, but I think I answered your question.
Absolutely. There are many ways in dealing with hecklers. I think some of which we go over on how to become Magician DVD, as well as inside the mind of Magic Man Dan. So,
correct, and the Magician installation system, which is a £500 product, which is going to launch at $100 just for you guys because it's special. $100, £100.
let's definitely look forward to those. We can definitely learn a lot.
Over 50 individual HD videos filmed that I've explained. And Dan's going to join me on that course as well as a special guest.
Demon Lord says, "Oh, David." I don't quite understand what
I think he's parodying O. Henry. I think.
I don't know what O. Henry is either. But okay, Demon Lord. Okay, I guess. Let me know
if you got
what
a
that's
name,
supposed
because
to
I'm
mean.
sick of calling you Demon Lord, man. I want your real name, I don't want to be just talking to a number or a demon, I want to be talking to a human. I'm sorry, but we're not in hell yet.
Stefan also asks, "What do you do when people want to touch your cards?"
Right.
Personally,
I can explain to you. So
personally,
you got your card, yeah? I'll let you go first. It's alright. I can wait.
I mean, the thing is, when I start my card routine, the first thing I do is when I pull out the cards, I say, "Here, take a look at them, examine them, make sure they're shuffled, make sure they're all fair, look through them." Before I do anything, pull them out. Here, take a look, make sure it's all good, it's all fair, and mix them up. So when I do the routine, when I do the card routine, especially a transpo, there's usually one card left in their hand at the end, which is probably their selection, or whatever it is. They inspected the deck before, so they know that the deck is completely ungimmicked and fair. There's no reason for them to want to grab it afterwards. But even if there is, it's ungimmicked, so I just hand it to them afterwards. And
I have a different perception of this than you do. I hardly ever let them touch the cards unless I trust them. I use what Dan calls death grip. It's also known as straddle grip. No one can get the cards out of this position. If you squeeze hard enough, there's no chance that they can get them. Because people are going to try join your routine. You're going to be here trying to take a card, and they're just going to go, and all the cards are going to fall on the floor. That's happened to me many times at high school, and a couple of times it nearly happened at college. But if you keep that death grip when you're nervous around certain people, at colleges and high schools, this happens quite a lot because people, again, try and intimidate you because they sense you as a threat to everyone else. So you just want to keep them in death grip, keep them like that. And then if someone punches, they're not going to get them. If you want to trust them, I rarely give them half. I never give them the full pack. Because if they drop those on the floor, I can still continue with my act. Hope that answers your question. Unless I'm at a gig. When I'm at a gig, it's a different situation. Because a lot of the time I'll let them touch the cards and let them have a look at them. Because they're less likely to do that sort of thing to me. Any more questions, Stefan? And if I'm, some people have like dirty hands and stuff and have been eaten, so I just get them to say stop and do it that way. That way they don't even have to touch my cards because they're going to get all their food and shit all over them. Next question.
It appears that was all the questions so far.
Awesome.
Yep. No more.
Any more
I hope we
questions? We're
answered
going to wrap
your
up.
questions sufficiently. If there are no more, we will wrap up. And
I
we'll
want to give you a
see.
sneak preview of my new product, right? I want you to be able to see the trailer because that trailer is going to pack so much value and it's going to motivate you. Believe it or not, it is a trailer, but the advice and motivation inside of it is going to improve you and make you feel all pumped up. And I want you to watch it once a day. Go to magicianinstallationsystem.harrisonhorton.com. The trailer is on the main page. Have a look for me, guys. Have a look. And just for you guys right now, this is only for the people on this stream, and this is a limited time offer. I'm going to give you the full core system, the whole module, the whole 50 videos, right? Just for you, for just £20, right? 20 quid. That's about $40. $40. All that content for you just today. It's £40. It's $40. £20. It's going to be a bargain because that 50 videos, I go over everything in my business, how I make money, dealing with hecklers, and so much more, as well as different situations, how I run my business, how I make money, and how you can make money. And not only that, but improve yourself, build confidence, create your character, call people up, and all the aspects of my business are all discussed in that. And that, yeah, that's £20 for you today just watching. If you're watching this in the future, this offer might have expired, so you best go over the page to take a look. When this launches, it's going to launch in a couple of months. Now it's on sale, but I'm going to sell hundreds of these, if not thousands, when it goes up to the full £500, because I know people are going to take action, and I know that people want to take their magic to the next level, start a business, and start making more money. The only way you can do that is by investing in yourself. You're going to procrastinate, you're never going to get it done, you're never going to make the money that you want. If you want to be a magician, I'm talking to you right now, go to that page, at least take a look, and if you like it, send me a message. I might send you some stuff for free, you never know. So take a look at it. magicianinstallation.harrisonhorton.com or harrisonhorton.com/gigs. Take a look.
Awesome. So
Also,
as there
by
are
the Become
no
a Magician
further
DVD.
questions, yes, we can
I didn't mention.
wrap up for the day. Yes.
The Become a Magician DVD is also included inside of the Magician Installation System. So you're getting that for free. That's over a £20 value just for joining. Bonus. Okay, we're ready to wrap up now.
All right, sounds good.
Any more questions?
Nope, there are none more. No more.
Thank you very much for tuning in. I will see you next Friday.
Random.
I'm going to be in
Sounds like
Southport tomorrow performing some magic. If you're there, come and say hi. You probably won't because you're in the States, but it's worth a try.
Definitely. So I've been
My
Double
name
MB, or rather,
is
Daniel
Harrison
Grimm.
Horton. I have been Harrison Horton, aka Magic Man Harrison. Not really. Yeah, right. Come on.
All right.
Harrison Horton Magic. Follow me on
See you
Snapchat
later,
at
guys.
Harrison H Magic. Bye bye.
Later.
Peace.